NICOLINI'S Law Firm Damages, My Experience, Part 11. Tried to take my business elsewhere, needed a new lawyer, but stumbled on other issues, needed a new lawyer for WSIB, needed a lawyer for wrongful dismissal and long-term disability. ADRIAN NICOLINI had stated on April 10th that his firm was also employment law. However, since fired from my job in May 2018, I was never retained by ADRIAN NICOLINI. Okay, and waited 9 months to be retained. No communication received at any time, no contract, no phone calls, nothing. After my WSIB claim was suspended, and I guess you would have done the same thing, right? After my WSIB claim was suspended, I realized that ADRIAN NICOLINI had been deceptive from the start. I no longer needed this lawyer to be I no longer needed this lawyer. He was not soliciting for me, but for the opposition. In February 2019, I was able to obtain a lawyer, Benjamin Law, but could only take one of my case. He could only take one of my cases, which was long-term disability. A contract was signed to retain lawyer. I was unsuccessful in obtaining a new WSIB lawyer, so I was unfortunately stuck with NICOLINI'S Law Firm. I brought this in just to show you why they went rogue on me. They were trying to mess things up for me, right? In March 2019, I obtained another lawyer, Samfuruta Marking Law for wrongful dismissal. A contract was signed to retain the lawyer. This wasn't how my case became separated. So just showing you what had happened, right? Please feel free to pause and read as we go along. Okay, this was a reason Benjamin Law Firm requested my medical records from the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care, which was started in April. Well, this started when I received it in April 2019. This was the reason why my medical records were delayed for WSIB. ADRIAN NICOLINI, as well as the Bell lawyer, Hussein Muftaderi, ex-Morley Law, were instrumental in distorting my medical records at the Ministry of Health. I also held the mobility, MANULIFE insurance, all doctors, including the College of Physicians and Surgeons, the College of Physiotherapy, WSIB, the Ministry of Health, all of these entities, and then some, accountable for their involvement in the defamation of my medical records and for everything thereafter. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. Retaining Benjamin Law Firm in February 2019 for long-term disability. The firm had requested my medical records from the Ministry of Health and scheduled an examination for discovery for August 2019. They were really active on getting my case, long-term disability, resolved. Okay, provided proof in May 2019 of the distorted medical record. The following questionable activities took place, which led to the hit and run motor vehicle accident. Remember, I said provided proof in May 2019 of the distorted medical records. All right, please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. Okay, retain NICOLINI'S Law for WSIB. Appeal in April 2017, who had misrepresented my claim. 2 years later, April 2017 to April 2019, I received a distorted medical record from the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care to cover up my injury that occurred at Bell Mobility. Notice the reason why they did not want to provide my medical records to WSIB, because they were working on distorting my medical records at the Ministry of Health. Can you see that? Okay. NICOLINI'S Law allowed WSIB to deny my appeal in October 2017. Okay. NICOLINI'S Law allowed WSIB to suspend my claim in October 2018. Okay. You agree, right? To date, ADRIAN NICOLINI have not provided any medical report on my injury to the Workplace Safety Insurance Appeals Tribunal. After a distorted medical record from the Ministry of Health, WSIB decided for the first time to set a date for a WSIB hearing. Because of that, I would think that at this point in time, they had received my medical record, like medical documents from my doctor, right? From the lawyer who had obtained my medical records from a doctor, but again, not realizing that they were all working together. So after my medical records and the Ministry of Health was distorted, that's when I'm receiving for the first time a hearing date for WSIB, WSIAT now. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. Between the months of March and May 2019, I did not hear from WSIB. So February was the last time I heard from WSIB. Then March and May. And then say March, April, May. Between March, April, and May, right? I did not hear from WSIB. This was the period the system distorted my medical records at the Ministry of Health. Or, in a sense, I guess was in the works, but it was March that everything was finalized, and I got things in April, and then WSIB contacted me in June. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. Distorted medical record from the Ministry of Health. I went through this already. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. Scene presentation, discrimination, MOH, distorted medical records from the Ministry of Health. This contained details of the false report on my health to cover up for mobility, MANULIFE insurance, and the system. Okay, thank you. After distorted medical record from the Ministry of Health, received letter dated June 4, 2019 from WSIB to attend hearing for the first time dated November 1st, 2019. Okay, since February 2019, WSIT had not inquired about my medical records from the doctors. Therefore, thought the information were provided, hence the reason for a scheduled hearing. However, it was noticeably obvious that WSIT waited until the lawyers were finished with their deception of my claims to appear with a hearing date 4 months later. For the remainder of the year, the hearing date changed several times within 2019 as the deception continued. Okay? Wow. Proof of the letter from Workplace Safety and Insurance Appeals Tribunal dated June 4, 2019, and it's stated here, hearing date has been set for on Friday the 1st of November 2019 at 9:30 a.m. right? And we were copied in on it. All right, the lawyers and myself, and I would believe at this time that they had received my medical documents. That's why there will be a hearing, right? You would think. Okay, please feel free to review. Thank you. Interestingly, between January 2019 and July 2019, I did not hear from ADRIAN NICOLINI Law. I actually had to email ASHLYN STEELE, that is the paralegal for NICOLINI Law firm, right? ADRIAN NICOLINI'S assistant, regarding my statement of claim, because I was trying to take my business elsewhere, and that lawyer asked me about statement of claim, which I told him there shouldn't be one because there was nothing started. I didn't sign any contract or anything. Okay, I will get to that in more details in another presentation. However, I was the one who instigated that email for her to respond, and it was regarding my long-term disability and wrongful dismissal, right? Since I was fired from my job in May, and I saw NICOLINI Law Firm, ADRIAN NICOLINI, in June, I didn't sign a contract. And I waited months, and then next thing, my WSIB claim suspended. Up until January, I was not retained by this lawyer for my wrongful dismissal or long-term disability. And I said I would get to it in another presentation. However, regarding WSIB, January 2019 to July 2019, nothing. Okay, did not hear from ADRIAN NICOLINI. It was during this period. Okay, it was during this period that the system performed various criminal activities to shut me down by any means necessary. All right, I did, and explanations provided in other presentations. As you can recall, you can remember from my distorted medical records from the Ministry of Health, that was done between March, April. I got it in April, my distorted medical records, okay? And then between June, right, up to August, wherein there was some shady thing that was going on. As from a motor vehicle accident, you can see it is in that presentation where the Bell lawyer and WSIB and the medical doctor seem to be working together, right? Because of my movements, WSIB kept changing the hearing. So a lot of activities were going on during that period, and then here comes the first motor vehicle accident, and then I was still on the move again, and then there came another and second motor vehicle accident, and guess what happened? The second motor vehicle accident, that was the one that did basically silence me. What else can I do? Yeah. So it's like now I'm cornered. They got me where they wanted me, right? And the second motor vehicle accident was on August 8th. 2019. Okay, and guess what happened after that? I think it was a week after that I heard from NICOLINI'S law, because there was a new date set for WSIB. Please go back to the motor vehicle accidents presentation and you'll see that. Anyway, please feel free to join me over, and you will see definitely what NICOLINI'S law did. Okay, thank you.